everyone, welcome back to Feed Your Body, Mind and Soul. Today we are going to make an easy and wholesome vegetable fried rice, and we'll also be making some homemade sauce to go with it, which is purely optional. Now for the vegetables I'm using carrots, a large red pepper, and I've got some purple beans from my veggie pot, and I've also got some frozen double beans and frozen peas for convenience. So let's get started. So first, let's prepare the vegetables. I'm going to slice my onions in a food processor, and I'm using the slicing attachment. I'm using food processor for speed and convenience. You can also just use a knife. Once the onions are processed, remove them to a bowl. Next, remove the stalk of the red pepper and the seeds and cut it into 4 pieces. And then thinly slice the red peppers using the same slicer attachment in the food processor. Slit 3 green chillies lengthwise. These are mild. You do not have to remove the seeds, and also don't cut them because we are going to remove them after cooking the fried rice. Okay, now we are going to julienne 3 carrots. I'm using my knife skills. You can also use the food processor julienne attachment. Or you can use this cheap vegetable cutter, which is so therapeutic to use, I tell you. I'm just giving you different options to cut vegetables. You can actually choose what works for you. Slit the beans lengthwise and cut it to similar lengths as carrots, or just cut them into about 4 centimeter long bits. I've cut my paneer into small cubes, and now I'm going to mince 4 cloves of garlic and a small piece of ginger. It is very important to use minced ginger and garlic and not ginger garlic paste. I'm just using another gadget, but it makes my life so easy. You can also just use your knife skill to mince the ginger and garlic. We have some sliced onions, sliced red peppers, julienne carrots, double beans, peas, purple beans, our beautifully slit green chillies, minced ginger and garlic, and of course a cubed paneer. To a pan on high heat, add 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil or ghee if you're okay with dairy, or nothing if you want to go lean. Add 1 cup of washed white basmati rice to the oil. You can also use brown rice or wild rice. Saute till you get this beautiful aroma and all the water dries out. It just takes 1 to 2 minutes. Once you start cooking, these kind of Chinese fried rice dishes come together very quickly. That's why it's important that we keep all our vegetables chopped and prepared and ready to cook. Right, so you can actually see here that the single grains of rice are separating from each other, and now it's done. Remove the rice into a microwavable container. Add 1 teaspoon of salt and 2.5 cups of water and cook in the microwave for 20 minutes at 1000 watts. You can actually start the rice before you start cutting the vegetables to save time. So to the same pan on high heat, add 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil. You can also use Chinese sesame oil instead if you have it, or no oil even. First add the sliced onion, saute for about half a minute. Then add 2 teaspoons of salt and continue sauteing. Now add the minced ginger and garlic and give a thorough mix. Add a little bit of Garam masala. Believe me, it tastes really good, and this is optional anyway. Add the slit green chilies, then add the cut beans, and then the carrots. Lovely colors, green, purple, orange. Wow, give a mix. Add the frozen double beans first, then add the frozen peas. You don't have to wash the frozen vegetables because before freezing they are washed and prepared. Now give a mix. Add a pinch of Chinese salt, and this is purely optional. Add the sliced red peppers and the little cubes of paneer. Like I said before, it is important that we keep all the vegetables chopped and ready, as once you start, it is a pretty quick process. Cover and cook for about 3 minutes. Open the lid, give a gentle mix. There is a little bit of water. If there is too much water, just make a well in the middle for the water to dry. So this way the water will dry without actually cooking the vegetables too much. A little water if it's left over is absolutely fine. Now add 1 teaspoon of pepper, either black or white, whatever you have really. Then switch off the heat and then slowly add the rice. Add the rice little by little and gently fold in the rice into the vegetables. You can use a large fork to do this to prevent the rice going mushy. Like, I have used my choice of vegetables depending on what I have. You can add any vegetables of your choice. My favorites are broccoli, mushrooms and asparagus. Remember to now remove all the 3 chilies. So now it's time to make our homemade sauce. Cut a large tomato into small chunks and put it in a microwave safe bowl and microwave for about 3 to 5 minutes. Soak 5 dry red chillies and 2 cloves of garlic in a cup of hot water. Leave it aside. Let's mash the cooked tomato, and to the blender add the soaked chillies, garlic and the cooked tomato. Add a teaspoon of salt first, then add 2 tablespoons of vinegar. You can also use some coconut sugar, about half a teaspoon if you like here. Close the lid and blend into a fine smoothie-like consistency. Once the sauce is ready, it will stay in the fridge for about 2 weeks. So to a small pan, add half a tablespoon of sesame oil and heat it up. Now remove the chili garlic tomato sauce to a bowl. I forgot to tell you, all the ingredients that you need for the sauce and the fried rice are in the description box below. Once the oil is smoking hot, add it little by little, taking care to avoid spilling on yourself. Give a good mix till the oil gets emulsified and is dissolved into the sauce. Our easy homemade chili garlic tomato sauce is now ready. So now it's time to plate up. I've put a colorful vegetable fried rice into a cup and turned it upside down for presentation. I have some beautiful cherry tomatoes from my vegetable garden. These are really sweet and taste amazing with this fried rice. Oh, by the way, if you notice, there are some microgreens and pak choi flowers as well in the plate. I'm serving the fried rice with our lovely homemade sauce and topping it up with some black sesame seeds to make it wholesome. There you go, all the nutrients you need in one simple vegetarian fried rice meal. Kids will love this, I promise, and it makes a great idea for lunchbox. So there you go, a delicious and nutritious vegetable fried rice with homemade sauce is now ready. Okay, it's time for the pro tip. Today I want to talk about vinegar. Vinegar may be a good condiment for you to use in your cooking. The reason being that there is evidence to suggest that just adding 2 teaspoons of vinegar to a meal blunts the sugar spike after a meal by about 20%. But please don't drink vinegar as it can corrode your food pipe, and don't consume too much as well. Just add to your salad or to your cooking. And also please be aware that vinegar is available in a number of exotic flavors, and you can try experimenting with all these different flavors. And that's it for today. This is Vishwa signing off for Feed Your Body, Mind and Soul. Stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.